Welcome my dear friends. Myself is Professor Dr. Rajendra Deshpande. You are all welcome in this audio video session. Today's topic is pain in abdomen. My dear friends, you know very well this is the serial medicine online classes. So we will start one by one another. So this is pain in abdomen. But basically this problem comes in the first part of this serial is a digestive tract problems in general medical practice, presented by myself, Professor Dr. Rajendra Raghuveer Deshpande. I am MD in Ayurvedic Medicine and MD in Ayurvedic Physiology. My WhatsApp number is 922 6810 My mail ID is professordeshpande@gmail.com. You can contact me for personal or online health problem advice. You can contact me on this mail for personal or online lifestyle counseling based on your Prakriti and palmistry. You can contact me for personal or online classes of medicine and Ayurveda. Ayurvedic students can have these classes of any subject except Sanskrit. My dear friends, this is the list of digestive tract problems. You can see anorexia, that is loss of appetite, that I have discussed. Indigestion, we have completed. Aerophagy or the gas problem, that also we have completed. Stomatitis, where we have also discussed about aphthous ulcers, that we have completed. Hiccup, that particular problem, hicca in Ayurveda, that we have completed. Constipation, hard stools, that we have completed. Diarrhea, loose motions including dysentery, that we talked about. Vomiting, we have completed. Dysphagia, difficulty in deglutition, that we have completed. Pain in abdomen, we have started. And now today we will discuss more about different pain in abdomen in different parts. Then there is also mention of irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or also called as a spastic colon. Then we will also discuss about jaundice, and lastly we also talk about peptic ulcer or the gastritis problem, and there is one addition that I have made, that is worms or helminths. Before starting in detail, let us understand the general rule whether you practice allopathy or Ayurveda or homeopathy or naturopathy. You must find the root cause of the problem. This is type of the differential diagnosis. In Ayurveda it is called as a Vyadhi Vyavachcheda Nidana. Vyadhi means disease and Vyavachcheda is a differential, and Nidana has two meanings in Ayurveda. Nidan word is used for diagnosis as well as Nidan word is used for etiology or causative factors. This is the basic management principle that I would like to tell you. In Ayurveda, this is mentioned as Sankshepatah Kriyayogo Nidana Parivarjanam. This is in Devanagari script, Sankshepatah Kriyayogo Nidana Parivarjanam. In short, management principle by any pathy is try to avoid or remove or treat the basic causative factors of any complaint, any health problem or any disease. Now we will start about epigastric pain and causes of epigastric pain. First and foremost cause is gastritis. You know, epigastric region is at the central part of our abdomen above the umbilicus. Gastritis causes are drugs like NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that we usually take like Voveron or Combiflam. This gastritis may be because of the spicy food. This gastritis may be because of the alcohol abuse. Then epigastric pain, another important cause, gastritis can be converted into the gastric ulcer or duodenal ulcer. Then there may be enlargement of left lobe of the liver, which can be called as a hepatomegaly. Hepatomegaly. Hepato means liver. There may be hookworm problem. There may be worms, amoebic infection, amoebiasis, giardiasis, pancreatitis, and gastric malignancies, that means cancer, can be the cause of epigastric pain. How you can diagnose, confirm diagnose? Because these are the causes that are in your mind, okay? Provisional diagnosis by seeing the clinical features in your clinic. But you can do some investigations. Ultrasonography of abdomen, that is USG abdomen, to rule out hepatitis, inflammation of liver. CCF, congestive cardiac failure, right ventricular hypertrophy, right ventricular failure of the heart, amoebic liver abscess. This you can diagnose by doing ultrasonography. You may ask the patient to go to the gastroenterologist, specialist in your abdomen. He may do gastroscopy for rule out gastric ulcer, duodenoscopy for duodenal ulcer, and also CA, malignancy or cancer of stomach. You may ask the patient to do the stool examination to rule out any worms or occult blood, hidden blood in the stool. Epigastric pain, rare causes. It may be hepatitis, it may be CCF, it may be amoebic liver abscess. Epigastric pain, how you can manage? What you can give? Antacid, capsule omeprazole, that is Omaze, 20 mg BD in the morning and afternoon, in the evening. Antispasmodic tablet cyclopam 1 TDS, morning, afternoon, evening, 3 times in a day. Gelusil liquid antacid 2 TSF, 2 tablespoon, 3 times in a day with Omaze, okay, or cyclopam. Tablet Zental, anti-helminthic, anti-worm. Zental contains albendazole. This is generic name, this is trade name. 400 mg stat. Only once. Tablet tinidazole, tini, 500 mg 2 times in a day for 7 days as an anti-amoebic. Okay. Epigastric pain Ayurvedic treatment. Praval Pishtivati antacid plus Kamadudha. These two tablets. So 4 tablets in the morning, 4 tablets in the afternoon, 4 tablets in the evening, TDS. Praval Pishtivati Kamadudha. Praval is a coral, antacid in Ayurveda. Then carbonative digestant liquid in Ayurveda, Panchakola Sava. Asava is a medicinal wine. Pancha means 5. Panchakol, 5 spices are there, herbal spices. Pippali Moola, Chavya Chitraka Shunthi. Pippali Moola, Chavya Chitraka Shunthi, Panchakola Sava, carbonative, digestant. 4 TSF tablespoon with equal quantity of water after lunch and dinner. Now we will talk about pain in the right hypochondrium. Do you remember the spaces? I will go back a little bit for you. Okay. See, I am showing you the spaces. Okay. See, this is right hypochondriac. We have just discussed this epigastric. Now we will discuss this area. Don't forget it. Keep it in your mind. Okay. Right hypochondriac pain. What are the causes? Infective hepatitis. Of course, history of jaundice is there. Epidemic amoebic hepatitis, history of amoebiasis, alcoholic hepatitis, history of alcohol consumption for many years by the patient. CCF, how you can diagnose? By tender liver, duodenal ulcer, cholecystitis. All these 6 causes are for pain in right hypochondrium. Treatment according to above said causes. If jaundice, treat the jaundice. If amoeba, treat the amoebic infection. If alcohol, stop the alcohol, give the antacid. CCF, treat the problem of the heart. Duodenal ulcer, treat by ulcer. Cholecystitis, gallstones, treat accordingly. So here I am showing the picture of gallstones. Here, gallbladder, liver. Behind the liver, there is a gallbladder and there are stones. This is the common bile duct. This is obstructing. So there may be spasmodic pain in the right hypochondrium. When you can suspect the CCF, congestive cardiac failure, that is right ventricular failure, what are the clinical features of CCF? Hepatomegaly. Liver will be enlarged, 1 finger, 2 finger. Edema over legs. It is called as a pedal edema in the evening on only the feet region, pedal edema. Engorged neck veins. Jugular venous pressure increases. Because of the CCF, there may be breathlessness. In this patient of CCF, there may be history of chronic hypertension or chronic lung diseases. Now what you can do, again the same investigations in the pain in right hypochondrium, ultrasonography of abdomen, liver function test and 2D echo to rule out CCF, 2D echocardiogram for heart problem. Now we will go further. Pain in the right iliac fossa, below the umbilicus on the right side, right iliac fossa. Shall I show you what is that right iliac fossa? Just wait, will go back. Right iliac fossa, we will search it, where it is. Yes, this is right iliac fossa, appendicitis. Okay, so right iliac fossa, this is right lumbar, this is right iliac fossa. Okay, we will discuss it. Right iliac fossa, come on, right iliac fossa. Okay, right iliac fossa, amoebic colitis, acute appendicitis, right ureteric colic and tuberculosis at right ileocecal junction. No need to say right, it is ileocecal junction on the right side. Ileum and cecum, ileocecal junction. Once again, right iliac fossa, amoebic colitis, appendicitis, most important. Right ureteric colic, renal stone is there, okay, and it is obstructing in the ureter. Tuberculosis, TB is a tuberculosis, okay, at ileocecal junction. Now, suggestive clinical features, how you can diagnose. Appendicitis, there are symptoms like vomiting, fever and McBurney's point tenderness. McBurney's point tenderness, okay. Ureteric colic, dysuria, painful urination, colicky pain, but this is important, no tenderness in this right iliac fossa, no tenderness, no pain, no tender, pain will be there, no tenderness. Appendicitis, there is a tenderness. This is the difference, appendicitis and ureteric colic. How you can treat pain in the right iliac fossa? Treatment, injection Voveron, diclofenac sodium, antispasmodic, 2 ml intramuscular or sometimes intravenous. Tablet ciprofloxacin antibiotic, 500 mg BD, or emergency injection ciprofloxacin intravenous if vomiting is severe. Tablet Tiniba, anti-amoebic, anti-giardia, tinidazole, Tiniba, Tini, 500 mg morning and evening BD, 2 times in a day. Antibiotic, injection gentamicin, 80 mg, 2 times in a day, intravenous. Of course, this is a hospital management or daycare center management. Pain in the right iliac fossa, Ayurvedic treatment. If appendicitis or ureteric stone is suspected, then tablet Lashunadi Vati. Vati means tablet. I am sorry, I should not write like this. Only Lashunadi Vati is sufficient. No tablet, because Vati is a tablet. Tablets is stone. It's from Himalaya company, very famous Ayurvedic pharmaceutical company, Himalaya. Tablets is stone, antispasmodic for calculus. 2 tablets in the morning, afternoon and evening with Dashamula Rishta, 4 TSF with equal amount of water. Dashamula Rishta. 10 roots are there. Bilva, Grimantha, Shonnak, Patla, 10-2. Shaliparni, Prishniparni, Bruhati, Kantakari, Gokshur. Don't remember. I am just telling you for interest which are the names of the herbs. Bilva, Agnimantha, Shonnak, Patla, 10-2. Shaliparni, Prishniparni, Bruhati, Kantakari, Gokshur. This is for Ayurvedic students to create the interest. Which are these Dashamula? Tablet Lashunadi, tablets is stone, each 2 with Dashamula Arishta. Investigations for the pain in right iliac fossa. USG abdomen to rule out the uretary stone or calculus in the ureter. WBC count, it may show increase in the white blood cells. Leuco means white, cyto means cells. Leukocytosis, that is increase in white blood cell, that suggests infection because of the appendicitis. If you check the urine, red blood cells 3+ and crystals are 3+, that indicates stone, renal calculus obstructing the kidney or ureter. If you do the stool routine examination, you may find Entamoeba histolytica, which suggests amoebic colitis, amoebic infection. Causes of generalized pain in abdomen. Anywhere in the abdomen, not in the right hypochondrium, right lumbar, right iliac fossa, no epigastric, no generalized pain, no specification. So what can be the causes? It may be worm infestation, roundworm, tapeworm, common in the pig meat eating. When you eat the pig meat, it can give you the tapeworm infection. It may be amoebiasis, giardiasis, irritable bowel syndrome for generalized pain, abdominal tuberculosis, generalized pain, cancer of the pancreas or cancer of the colon, generalized pain, long-term use of purgatives can cause generalized pain, lactose intolerance, sugar in the milk not accepted, that is causes generalized pain in the abdomen. So my dear friends, this is all about the pain in abdomen. We have first started with the dysphagia, then we have discussed the area-wise pain in abdomen. This is nearly end of the topic. But let me remind you, in any Ayurvedic management, allopathic management, don't forget tripod management system suggested by Professor Deshpande. Tripod management, Ahara, Vihara, Aushadhi. Ahar, Vihar, Aushadhi, diet advice, lifestyle advice including the exercise advice, okay? And last will be the Aushadhi means medicine. Ahar, Vihar, Aushadhi, diet plan, lifestyle advice and medicine. Disclaimer: Professor Dr. R. Deshpande is preparing this audio and videos and publishing on the YouTube. For what? Only and only educational purpose for the medical students, teachers and medical practitioners. It can help, I agree, it can help to the society, to the general people, just to increase their general knowledge about medicine. But, this but is very important. Self-medication without consultation to the doctor should strictly be avoided. If anybody does so, myself, Professor Dr. Deshpande, is not at all responsible for any unwanted consequences. So once again, I thank you very much for your patience hearing. I request all of you, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and spread this knowledge of medicine or health to all the society throughout the world. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself. Thank you.